What's up, my loves? It's your girl Diamond, and I am back with an all new episode of Family Love and Hip Hop Family Reunion, Season 2, Episode 3. Let's get into it. First of all, how was you guys' Christmas? Mine was great. Now I'm excited for the New Year's 2022. Here we come. All right, so we're starting off with everybody playing flag football on the field. And Safari arrives on his ATV and he sees Erica. Erica is over there sulking. She doesn't want to be bothered. She doesn't want to see him yet. And Safari said they haven't had any communications over the last 2 weeks. It's only been about dropping the baby off and that's it. He knows that he has to have a conversation, but he wants to make sure it's the right time. He wants to give her space. So while that's happened, Safari talks to Mimi. And he just wants to know, where can we go from here? We just pretty much been hurting just to hurt one another. It's been a tit-for-tat, a game of who can hurt who the most. And how can we move on? How can we move forward with that? Mimi can identify with that because it's been a whole lot of disrespect publicly, emotionally, mentally, all that, and then some when it comes to her and Stevie. It took her a long time for them to be to a cordial place because it's been disrespect all the way around. How can you come back from disrespect, right? And Mimi said, you guys have to find a way to coexist. You guys have these babies you have to think about. Find a way to communicate one another without it going left. And while you're coming at me, calm, collective, telling me what you want to work on, you have to do that with her, and she has to do the same thing. And I don't know why. Mimi thought this would be a great time for them to get back together. It's not. Because where she went through with Steve was very toxic. What Safari and Eric going through is extremely toxic, but I feel like they want that. They say they thrive from that. Yeah, that was it. So everybody leaves the beach. They're going back to the hotel for some relaxation, going to the beach, going to the pool, hanging out, having drinks, having a good time while they're preparing for Amina's divorce party later that night. So before they left, Erica is on the beach still doing interviews, right? And the producers asked her, how does she plan? Like, how do you see yourself moving forward now that Safari's here? What is your game plan? She said her game plan is to still do what she wants to still do, have a good time. Before she can finish, Safari jumps in her interview to have a conversation. She said, I'm doing interviews. But I don't know what happened. Something missed. I didn't see it. But Safari pretty much called Erica out for acting extra. It don't need to be all that. You know what we're about to do. So let's go ahead and just, let's get to the nitty gritty. Let's not do that. Erica didn't want to acknowledge him because she doesn't know who he is anymore. She's scared to know who he is right now. Same goes to Safari. He don't know who Erica is anymore. Why are we still here? We got these kids. We need to fix it and be together. But let's not put relationship on the table. Let's just focus on being there for the children, right? So he said, fine, cool. I'll talk to you later. So everybody rides back to the hotel. Then we see Amina. She goes directly to Cisco. If y'all hear my son in the background, I am so sorry. He's watching one of his robot shows. I'm so sorry. So basically, where am I mind at? Oh, yeah. So Amina goes directly to Cisco and says, why are you flirting with me? I said, flirting with you? What you mean flirting with you? What does that mean? Basically, it's just, I'm fumbling my words, y'all. Cisco says he has a few things to get off his chest, right? He has said some things with Sin, Peter, and Safari. I was lost when he said Safari. You had an issue with Safari? When that happened? Same point in time, Amina. Now, Amina told Peter that Cisco was out in his patio doing some dances, doing some crazy moves. And Amina was doing her yoga poses, did not know that was Cisco's room, and she just felt like, what's going on there? Cisco immediately picked up on Amina trying to, A, get back at Peter, or 2, entice Cisco. Either way, Cisco was going to be down for it because that's what Creep Squad do. They take each other's leftovers. Can we go back to Diamond Strawberry? Can we go back to the whole Mariah Lynn? Please, let's go back. So obviously she didn't think nobody was looking at her. Nobody was, paying attention. She was doing her yoga poses. Cisco was like, you knew that was my room and you knew I was looking. So I don't know why you're trying to make him mad, make him jealous. What's the point of all that? She said, well, I don't need to make him mad. For what? I don't think of him like that. And I don't think of you like that. Why would I want to do that? I mean, I love him as a father of my kids. That's all I do. Think about it, but I don't need to make him jealous. And that's why the divorce is final. Hence on my party tonight, right? But Amina said they had a situation 2 years ago. If it was 2 years ago, then that was when 2019, right? right when season 10 was airing, and Amina slept over at Sissel's house for the Super Bowl, but nothing happened, right? Amina said they made out. Didn't go deeper than that, but made out. And doesn't even think that it's still on the course of nothing happened. But something did happen to Amina. And Cisco told him nothing happened, but Amina still believes that since you told him nothing really happened, he's thinking something did happen. Well, Amina, something did, okay? And I don't even know. Was this the 2 years that you were still trying to not want to fuck Peter? Was this the 2 years you need that complete break from him? Because it's not credible. And Cisco understands exactly what's happening, and he's going to indulge because what he likes to do, okay? He's feeding into the behavior that who he is and also what Amina is doing. So he said we're both wrong, okay? Because at the same point in time, y'all knew who Amina was and y'all knew who the Creep Squad was. I don't understand why. Wasn't it known that baby mamas was off limits or anybody sniffing others off limits? But y'all didn't think about that with all the other females y'all swapped. So I don't know. But it was messy because at the same point in time, while Cisco, I believe, is taking ownership about what's going on between him and Amina don't want to say nothing. She wants to say she is completely absolved in all of this. She had nothing to do with it. She don't want to fuck Cisco. She even had to like answer it in the confessional before they even asked her. She said, no. I'm not going to fuck Cisco. I'm not going to do it. That's Cisco. That's Peter's boy. Why would I? But at the same point in time, Amina, what was your motive of sleeping over his house at the Super Bowl? And making out with him and drinking? What was your motive right there? Was it to get back at Peter? I don't know. What was your motive in all this? We know Cisco will fuck anything. But what was your motive into going over there anyway? I want to know that part. Because I feel like you guys are both wrong in the instance. Cisco, this completely amplifies the beef you got with Peter even more. And while Amina tries to break away from Peter, this still keeps her connected to it. And she wants to break away, right? But what is the point of all of this? I just want to know that part. But Rich is seen on the sideline, seeing the entire thing falls, and he says Cisco is like that bad kid that gets his hand caught in the cookie jar, and when he gets caught, he says, "I don't know what happened." So it's like this is the bullshit that we're trying to get over, and I'm like, what the fuck is happening? What you mean, yo? Y'all was supposed to dead this shit, right? That was a fight was about, but yet we're still lingering. We're still talking about it. We need to get over this shit. We're not going back to New York with this. So then we see a sit down between Erica, Safari, and Mimi. She's trying to be the mediator. So they're talking about what happened at Safari's birthday party. How Erica automatically knew or had the intuition that Bobby brought someone so Safari can fuck on, right? He instantly fucked somebody while she was giving birth to their son. No hesitation, no nothing at all, right? You leaving me to go with another woman for real? And what happened? Oh, yeah. Safari said that the story that Erica is saying is not accurate. Yes, Bobby brought somebody to my party. Yes, I might have flirted, but it never went that way. And at the same point in time, you filed for divorce. We haven't spoken. We only speak through lawyers. And why are you concerned about what I'm doing if you said we're done, right? So why should I even think twice about my wife, my kids, if you are saying fuck that, right? So, of course, she goes off because at any point in time, while she filed for divorce, she did not go out and cheat. She did not go out and be a hoe. That's what you did, right? But the reason why I talk to you like shit is because I want you to feel my pain. I'm in pain. I want you to feel just a little bit, right? So the conversation is building and building. And she says, you abandoned me. You abandoned me when I was pregnant. You abandoned me when I was pregnant with your child and also another child that was there. I was alone. Safari don't like that word abandoned. He said, I left. You left. Either way, you left. That's the whole point. And you went through a lot. I went through a lot of shit when I was pregnant. Made my pregnancy hell, all that and then some. So after that, it got a little bit heated, more heated than what it was. So yeah, while it's heated, you see Rich over there being a fucking hater and commenting on shit that has nothing to do with him. He's saying that the relationship between Safari and Erica was never going to last. And then he also talked about the personalities. You got a girl from the South Bronx who's a feisty, fiery crack. She's a firecracker. Then you got a boy who was raised by Jamaican mothers and sisters who doesn't deal with that. When bullshit comes his way, he closed the door. He don't want that drama, right? And they break away. Marcus takes Safari out to the other side. All the other women come in. While Marcus takes Safari, Brooke, Shekinah, Mimi, they're all crowding her, right? So she says she's over, she's done with. I'm done with this. I'm tired of everybody telling me online that I need to be over or I need to fix it, what I need to do. I'm stupid for where I'm at. And I'm done being with someone who disregards my feelings, disregards who I've been through, don't even pay time for the kids. He's unavailable, he's unreliable, all that and then some. And please treat me gentle. Handle me with kid gloves. I am 2 months postpartum. I don't have to deal with this shit. I got a lot on my mind. I can't do this shit. And tell him I want to enjoy this time here. That's what I want to do. Enjoy my time here. That's what I want to do. So he can enjoy his time here too because he has lost his family. Now, what stopped me was when she said she's 2 months postpartum. I said to Erica, why'd you sign on? Why did you sign on for another show if you were 2 months postpartum? That is the first 6 months or a year to a baby being born is the most crucial time a mother can go through. Are you serious? Why would you sign up for another show? Why? Now, the whole part of me, that I'm thinking, did you guys have permission to bring your kids with you? Or did you have someone watch them? I'm thinking you brought your kids with you, but who's watching them when both you and Safari are filming? Who's watching them? If you're worried about your mental and your sanity, I wouldn't have signed on for this shit. But of course, why? Why would you go ghost? Because you never go ghost. You guys like posting. You guys like being seen. But yeah, you want us to mind our business and not have an opinion on it, right? Okay. That's why I'm back and forth with trying to feel sorry for her, but yet she's still condoning the bullshit. She still wants us to be given. She wants us to feel sympathy for her. Well, I feel sympathy. I can't give you the entire breakdown of how much I feel if you're constantly coming on here with this bullshit. I'm sorry. I'm completely sorry. I can't. So Marcus tells Safari aside and says, listen, we gotta stop viewing her as a threat. She's hurt. And when she's hurt, she lashes out, okay? But at the same point in time, the story that Erica told isn't the same as what Bobby told Safari. Bobby had no intentions of bringing someone to fast Safari to fuck on. It was just a coincidence that he brought a woman there and that Safari might have liked her, may have flirted, may have fucked. It was a coincidence, okay? But the story is going all over the place. But he said, I want you to have a healthy understanding, a healthy coexisting, because you guys have these kids to worry about, right? Shekinah comes over and tells him she's pain. She's in hurt. She can't whoop you, but she can hurt you with her mouth. That's what she can do, right? But then he said at the same point in time, we haven't spoken in weeks and months. You filed for divorce, and as you file, you tell me to die slow. So what the fuck am I supposed to do? Take that shit and still want to fight for my family? No. I'm going to go ahead and do what I want to do. She's telling me to die slow. She's coming at me crazy. And the things you guys don't see is what's not posted, okay? Now, when she says I abandoned her, I did not. I left until she came down. And at the same time, I'm still practically there. I've never been away from my kids. Never. That lets me know that you guys are still in the house. The house that y'all was living in on the season of Atlanta, that's the same house you guys are in. Because all them pictures of you all in the bed together is the same bed. So, are you guys going through a divorce? Or are you guys working things out? I just want to know, because to paint Safari as his badass husband, it's not connecting with Erica, what she's telling, what he's done. Even though Safari ain't shit, but Erica, you on bullshit too. Y'all both are doing things to pin the blame on one another, and you guys are both in the same field right now, to me. So the whole point about her being pregnant, and of course Safari go back to his same mentality. I have been through with arguing in my family. I don't want to argue in front of my kids. I don't want that. That's terrible. That's drama. That's trauma. I don't want that generational cycle in front of my kids. I don't want that. So, where am I at? Yep. And then Eric has abandonment issues. We know that for a fact. So if he wants to know, we going to deal with this today or deal with it tomorrow. Either way, you guys got to deal with this for a lifetime. Here go Rich. I mean, if Erica wants to make a nigga mad, all she has to do is come holler at me. I'll make her happy. And Cisco was like, that's fucking foul, man. This guy's crying his eyes out for his family. You over here want to know how she can line up in your bed. Rich, go sit down somewhere. Go with your creepy ass. Go away from me with this, okay? Go away. But then Rich wants to ask Cisco, did you fuck Amina? Did we have sex? No. Something happened. We know. Y'all made out. Something else did happen, but no sex. Cool, got it. Moving on. And Shekinah wants her and Marcus to shake on bringing them back together before this trip is over. He said, no, I want to bring them to a more understanding for the kids. But then Shekinah says he's a 12-year-old boy trapped in a 40-year-old body. That's correct. He's a child. And Marcus said, we did not get taught how to be men. We did not get taught how to be a husband. or be a father. We had to learn it on our own, and we had to learn hard lessons. Like what we had to do, right? But she said, first of all, I don't have enough time for that, so they shook on it, and they're going to move on from that. So, Brooke is talking to Bobby about what's going on between him and Sin. And people might think it's a little weird that Brooke is all up in Booby's business based off what happened on their season. But Booby really enjoys Brooke's insight, her input on how to be a good friend, and also how to know the balance of what he wants in life. So we're going to move on from there. It's time for the divorce party. It's 70s style. I love Bobby's outfit. It was super funny. I love Peter's pimp outfit. I loved it. Then we went through this crazy cycle of Peter and Tara and Amina, how they got to this point with their divorce, right? Safari's crying at this point because he doesn't like the word abandoned. He doesn't like that Erica's trying to paint him out to be a villain, okay? But same point in time, Safari, the proof is in the pudding. You know what I'm saying? You have some ain't shit ass ways. You instantly thought your life would be different when you got married and had kids. It didn't. And since life got tough, you ran away. But at the same point in time, he said, I don't post of the things that she wants me to do. But I am there with my kids all the time. And I believe Safari is present. I believe that. Jonathan asked him, okay, so when she was in the hospital and your boy was in the NICU, where were you? I was there. I was there the entire time. Me and my mom was there. I believe that because while at the end of season 10 of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, she was in the hospital. She did a panoramic view, and we see Safari on the couch. So he was present when his son was born, and he was in the NICU. He was there. So, it's like, we just y'all just got to work on it. Peter wants to give his 2 cents about how he was portrayed to be this ain't shit ass dude, ain't shit ass husband, father, all in that. But he had to go into hiding. His brother had to get him out. But it sucks that, the guys get a bad rep when they are there. But it's more on the women's side than it's on the men's side. But Peter, you ain't shit either. I'm sorry. Like, while you are there for your kids, I hope you are, but your whole monogamous history or not history of not being monogamous, you are an ain't shit ass dude. You treat these women like shit. I'm sorry. Moving on. So, yeah. Rich is in the building. Yeah, everybody came. I'm not talking about that. Yeah, we'll talk about the whole, when it comes to having a relationship, if it's not working, it's not working. You don't have to be possessive over it. Erica is possessive, and so why she hasn't fully filed, or she hasn't completely filed for divorcing Safari. She is really waiting for him to wake up and do better, but she has to do the work too. So Jonathan is talking to Mimi about her glow. Mimi's in a different space. She's at peace. She don't let nothing bother her. Take her out of character. She wants to know where you get that from. Well, she talked about being in a relationship with the woman, Ty. They're not engaged. They're still great friends. I've seen you and Ty together. You guys are either working it out, or y'all just, messing around. Let me know. She's been doing therapy. So she's in a whole different mindset, a whole different space of serenity. And Jonathan wants to know where he can get that because he's still feeling offended by what Zell said, how he's too gay. Someone tell me I'm too much of being myself is offensive to me. And I want to be a pillar of a hope. I want to be an inspiration to kids who are fighting to be themselves. They don't have to. They can just do it. For someone to tell me I'm too gay or too something, then that's going to have other people fight, be bullied because they're too much of being themselves, right? So what should I do? Mimi understood where Jonathan was coming from because she also battles with it herself. Because she told Jonathan, Zell has his own shit to work through and he's projecting on everybody else. He told Erica that he wants to be straight and have a baby. But that's his battle. That's his battle to go through. You know what I'm saying? Jonathan is a very proud gay man and I'm totally happy with that. But Zell has some shit to work out and he's projecting on everybody else and he needs to work on it himself, And while I understand where Jonathan's coming from because he kept on going about, if someone was to tell Mimi, I like your Bantu knots or you're too black for me, wouldn't that be offended? She said, yes. So that's what I'm saying. Now, Jonathan, I understand where you're coming from. I really, really do. But I want you to take that to Zell. That's what I want you to do because I don't think Zell is harping on what he told you. You're the one that's still upset. You're the one that still wants an understanding. So have a conversation with him. So y'all can both be understanding where it's coming from. Don't just keep on talking to everybody else about it if you're not going to talk to the main person who made you feel like that. So we're going to move on from that. Amina's happy that everybody arrived. Tara's happy. She didn't get an invite to the wedding, but she got an invite to the divorce party. And Amina's happy. She's happy. Amina and Peter, they finally got divorced after 5 years. Oh my God, that's so long to get divorced. What was the problem? Was it really that difficult to get divorced from him? Okay. So basically, we're not in romantic ways. We're family. You're the mother of my kids. You're part of my life. I love that. Because Amina was like, she doesn't know anybody who has a good relationship with the father of the kids. She said, I don't know any single mother who has a good relationship with their ex. I don't see none. And I'm happy we're one of them. Well, Amina, it took some time for you to get on good terms with Peter. So I want you to understand all the shit that you portrayed in as much as Peter did. Y'all was in a tumultuous shit. I have no idea what was going to happen with that. But y'all on good terms. That's good. So Safari talks to Erica. She's tapped out. She want to have a conversation. Safari and Erica go back and forth about, I don't know where we go from here. I love you, but let's not put relationship on the table. Let's focus on being co-parenting for the kids. And he said he doesn't want to because he doesn't want to lose her. But I don't know who else to talk to. She said, you have me. You've always had me, but you become disconnected. You don't want to include me. You shut me out. You shut the kids out. I don't like that. What do you want me to do? So he apologized for everything that he did to hurt her. They both cried. They both hug, I guess. Basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, Erica never meant for it to be this way because I wanted to marry you. You promised me forever and I wanted to be there. We used to love each other. We used to talk about everything. We used to be really good friends. And where are we? Starting over. Can't believe we're at that point. So, yeah. Everybody gathered around saying congratulations to Amina and Peter on going through a lot, becoming really good co-parents and being friends after a 5-year divorce. So let's have a good time. Family is family. Let's all love. Let's all have that kiss. Let's kumbaya and have a good time. I forgot that everybody didn't even arrive yet. Sin arrived late as fuck. I don't know why. I forgot Yo-Yo was there. I forgot Jewels and Kimbella was there. Why are Jewels and Kimbella there? Why? I don't know why. But that was the end of that episode, right? Yeah, that's everything I need to say. Yeah, that's it, y'all. That's all I have. Please stay tuned for my next video, and I'm gonna see you guys later. Bye.